What's up, guys? Back with another video for you guys. Today we're gonna do the valve body. I already went ahead and stripped it, cleaned it, and drilled and tapped everything that I needed to do. I'm gonna talk about it to you guys though, just so you guys know what I did. The reason I didn't record it was because this is the first time that I've ever done it, so if I fucked it up, I wanted to be able to get another one and do it right, but we did it right. So yeah. So the first thing that we did is the governors. We went ahead and drilled and tapped these. I put 3/8 set screws in there. I don't know if you can see the threads, but we're deleting the governor tubes. The next thing after that, we drilled a 7/64 hole right there. And what that basically does is, since these governors are going to be deleted, it'll keep flowing fluid back and forth. And then the next thing that we did was tap the hole right here for the accumulator. And what this is going to do is going to stiffen up our 2-3 shift. And as well as right here, the accumulator, this guy has this big ass spring taking this out. We're just gonna put this back in as is, no spring. Won't need it anymore. This is what would have fed fluid to it. I don't know if you guys can see, yeah, right there. So with this being blocked off, this isn't gonna do anything anymore, and it's just gonna firm up our 2-3 shift. And then we also plugged this hole. I drilled and tapped it. I don't know if you can see the threads, with a 1/4 set screw. And that basically, that's the bleed off. It takes the bleed off of it and firms up our 1-2 shift. Now, what we did to the valves, we only did one modification to one valve and leave another little spring out. This guy. This also helps with the 2-3 shift. So we deleted that. But on the 1-2 shift valve, we grinded 2 flats, about a 1/2 inch on each side. And what this is going to do, it's going to allow fluid to bypass past the valve and let you hold first. These transmissions from factory had a like a safety feature where if you put it down into first, it's going to want to shift into second when you don't want it to. So since this is full manual, we're going to put it down in first and shift when I want it to shift. And yeah, so we can go ahead and get this thing put back together now. guys, so now that the valve body is all put back together and ready to go, we're going to put this thing off to the side and stop worrying about that for now. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the case. We're going to get it prepped. We're going to paint it, grind, weld, do whatever we need to do to it to get it ready for final assembly. We're waiting on parts, so that always sucks. But we're going to try to do what we can, get what we can done. And yeah, so stick around. Alright guys, so here's the trans. Obviously looks a lot cleaner than it did before. We ended up taking it to the machine shop and had them weld that piece back on, so that's all good to go 100% again, the way it should have been done, but you know, to each his own, I guess. So one of the things that we're gonna do, part of the dual feed mod, is we're gonna plug this hole. And the reason we're gonna plug this hole is because we're gonna leave, when we get the new drum, because we're still waiting on it, there's a piston in here, and when the third gear comes in, and reverse as well, because this also runs reverse, when third gear comes in this drum, there's a piston in here, and it's only about this much surface area that gets pushed up with fluid and applies the clutches. So the dual feed, we're gonna delete one of the seals in here so that we're using this clamping force and this clamping force of the piston. And in order to do that as well, this hole being blocked off is going to use this hole and this hole to feed it, and then dual feed. It's going to make the three shift a little bit better, firmer, and yeah. Then the other thing we got to do, and this is just because I want to, but we're going to cut these ears off right there and right there. And the reason for that is, with long tube headers, most headers at least, and especially on my headers, when you want to lower the trans down without having to take the engine out or take the exhaust down, these ears hit the exhaust. So, and they hit the header, not just like the exhaust where you could just like take it off and bring it down. No, I actually have to take off at least one of the headers in order to drop down this trans, or take the whole unit out as one, like we did earlier. So yeah guys, so we're gonna cut this off just to make it easier in case I do end up messing this up again and having to redo all this. It may happen, it may not, who knows. But yeah guys. And then, oh, and one more thing. I don't know how well you guys can see, but there's like a gold ring right here. That's a bushing. We gotta knock that out and put a new one in. And you guys might be, you could kind of see it in there. We gotta knock that thing out, drive a new one in, and paint the case. Get it all nice and pretty, because yeah, that don't look too pretty. It's clean, but it ain't pretty. Yeah guys, stick around. Alright guys, so unfortunately we weren't able to plug this today. I called the parts stores all over the place today and nobody had plug for that, and I don't have a set screw big enough for that, so I'm gonna have to wait till Monday to get that done. But what we did do is we got that hole plugged, like I said, got the set screw in there, and as well we painted it. That's just the color on the inside. Oh, and see, we cut the ears off, so that's all good. The color though guys, check it out. The camera does not do it justice. Metallic red, looking pretty sweet. So yeah guys, So let me get out of there. Better. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. It'll be Sunday morning, late Saturday night when you guys see this. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. Hope you guys this week starts off good. And yeah, guys, stick around for the rest of the build. If we get parts, hopefully getting the direct drive today. I'm still waiting for the post office to come deliver it. It's supposed to be here yesterday, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, guys, drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe.